TD, our entertainment correspondent, joining us from his summer home in the Irish Hills, Dave DeBaker. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Bart, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Good.
Gloomy day, but at least there's not as much rain as yesterday.
Should be warming up. Tomorrow should be a great day.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. We're looking forward to this nice weather coming up, so get back outside again.
Well, last time we talked, you gave me some recommendations, and I followed them. So we finished Ozark. We're completely done with all 3 seasons.
Oh, wow. You really got through that, yeah.
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 Do we know, is there going to be a 4th season?
We're just halfway through season 2, because we don't like to start another season of something. Like, we like to complete it. We learned to complete a season of a show, and then go, wait, do we want to watch something else? And then so we switched to watching a different show and we finished that season. So right now we just started season 2. So I don't look online on it. That's the problem with the binge watching. I think that's killed the water cooler talk of it.
Yeah.
That phrase that people used to talk about, because everybody kind of does it at their own pace. So we have to avoid reading anything about it until you're at least caught up with the season. And so I would imagine. I mean, I know it's a huge hit. It's everybody I know has seen it. So it's when it does that well, that they might be done after 3 seasons. So.
Yeah, I remember the days we'd get together after lunch, and we'd say, "Hey, did you see what Crystal did on Dynasty last night?"
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the old. Yeah, I mean, I think Game of Thrones might have been the last show where that happened with. I think that people were pretty caught up after it was on for so many seasons that at a certain point, just about everybody was caught up with it, and you could talk about it. But now it has to be like, wait, no, we'll be on video calls with family, and people will start to tell me, no, we're not there yet. And then we'll talk about, no, we haven't finished that part yet, so we have to be careful. Yeah.
All right, what's the next thing you're recommending?
Well, there's a couple good. Part of me sort of feels like things are starting to dry up entertainment-wise a little bit. But there's a couple good things premiered on Netflix. One, especially, again, I'm always looking for stuff. Ozarks is great, but it's still kind of dark, and it's still, it's not as escapist entertainment as I might like during these times. So there's a great show, Magic for Humans. It's the season 3 of that show has premiered, and it's magician and sort of comedian Justin Wilhelm is his name, and he is an amazing magician. And I've talked about his show just about every season. And that season 4 just premiered today, basically, and just came out. And if you haven't watched that, they're great little half-hour episodes of things. They revolve around a concept of some kind. Like I remember one last season was about being a new dad. And the magic and the tricks revolve around that idea and just exploring what that's like. And they're great, funny, and great tricks and original stuff, and a great one to watch.
Magic for Humans.
Yeah, Magic for Humans. Yeah, it's and there's now we're up to 4 seasons now, so and really each season is about 8 episodes, so it's you don't have to watch them in any order. If something in an episode is boring you can just skip it. It's not like there's a story. It's street magic, but also just sort of like he does a lot of magic with kids too as well, which is hilarious to watch. Watching kids react to magic and things like that. But it is one of those. It's a good magic show to me is like when you're done, you're just like you're mad at it because you don't know how he did it, and you want to find out, but you're still like incredibly entertained by it, like that type of thing. So and he's hilarious. He's just great. So he's a host of he's also a TV host. He's a host of the Food Network show, which I do not know what that is called because I don't watch the Food Network. So, but he does that. Dead to Me season 2 premiered, which is we started, and so far it's first few episodes were a little bit off, but I'm hoping it's going to kind of pick up a little bit. But I talked about that show before. That's a great show to watch as well.
I loved it. It's Christina Applegate, and I love her. And so
Yep.
the first season was great. So you've set a clip up for us to watch. So let's take a look. Here is a clip
great.
from season 2. What's it on? Is it on Amazon or Netflix?
No, it's a Netflix show. Yep.
Okay, Netflix. Dead to Me. Let's look.
Just heat it up at 300 and leave it in for 35 minutes.
Thanks, Karen.
It's my take on Mexican lasagna.
Great.
Jeff and I can't imagine what you're going through.
Well, it's like if Jeff got hit by a car and died suddenly and violently. Like that.
Well, you get that dish back to me whenever you can.
Welcome to Friends of Heaven. Looks like we have some new people here today.
I'm Judy. Jen, I hope this isn't weird. Can I give you a hug? No. Okay. I lost my fiance 8 weeks ago. It was really sudden. Since Ted died, I haven't been sleeping. Not at all. Hey, I'm up all night. Feel free to call me and we can not sleep together.
Hi.
Did you get it?
Is that him?
No, that's my other husband.
Oh, you have another one? Then you're fine.
Are you in bed?
Yeah. What are you wearing? A pair of sweatpants?
Ooh, slower.
Huh?
You're a weird person, Judy.
That's season 1. No, I've not watched any of season 2 yet.
Oh, yeah. There's a thing it does early on. You kind of, I don't want to give anything away, but you got to kind of bite your teeth and go, okay, let's just see how this plays out. But I mean, the Linda Cardellini and Christina Applegate and the gentleman whose name I'm completely forgetting. They're all just great actors and so entertaining. It's a great show. So highly recommend it.
I recommend the first season. I hope I can recommend the second season.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
How about comedy specials? Oh, you've been watching some good comedy specials. Have you been watching Middleditch and Schwartz?
I did. I watched all 3 of those.
Okay.
Those were outstanding. I'm so jealous that you got to see them live.
They were great.
Yeah. I got done with those. I was like, God, that'd be amazing to see live. Those were great. I watched Jerry Seinfeld's new stand-up. He is the master of it. So not anything. Of course, it's just unbelievably amazing. That's out on Netflix as well. That's just an outstanding stand-up show. If you're a fan, I don't know if you're a fan of Amy Schumer at all. She's doing a show with her husband, who's a professional chef, from their house called Amy Schumer Learns How to Cook. And so far, it's on the Food Network. There's only been 1 episode so far, but it was absolutely hilarious. And it's just her husband, and their nanny, and Amy making jokes while her husband cooks. And it's very entertaining and very funny. So it makes you go like, I wish I knew how to cook much better. That's my problem with the cooking shows. Every time they're done, I'm like, I really wish I knew how to cook better. Like so. But it's a good little show as well. I was looking through stuff to watch that I had to rewatch, and I found myself randomly watching episodes of Cheers on Netflix. Like ones I just would skim through them, and I'd go like, oh, I remember that one from 20 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever it was. And it's interesting to see how the age of it. It doesn't age well in some cases, but you can also see why it was so funny. You remember why it was so hilarious, especially Ted Danson and how amazing he was in that show.
Yeah, I agree. I've caught a couple myself recently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dave, we always appreciate your advice, and we'll check in with you again next week. Thanks for calling in.
No problem. Thanks for having me call in. Good luck to everybody, and stay well, and take care of yourselves.
All right, you too. Stay safe.
All right.
See you soon.
Bye.
Our entertainment correspondent, Dave DeBaker. Up next, Rick Walton. Stay tuned.